Few more minutes of patience while we thank some more people, and then I guarantee we'll do some autographs afterwards. I know what. That's why y'all are here. You know, coming here and having the field named after me is more than a dream. You know, you dream about playing in the big leagues. You know, that's your goal, to win the World Series, all those types of things. But I think, you know, having a field named after you, it's something I never thought about because I think it was so far out of the realm of a possibility. And so I'm extremely humbled and honored to be here. And there's a lot of people to thank, and that's why I said, hold on, kids, and we'll get to the autographs afterwards. And just kind of chronologically in my life, I think it starts with my parents who are here in the front row, you know, teaching me all the life lessons and values that I'm still, you know, trying to live out today, and teaching my son. And my dad taking me to the batting cage. He literally can't throw BP anymore because he threw so much to me and my two younger brothers. Met my wife Amy in college, and just the support that she showed me from the first day, and learning the game of baseball and probably knowing it better than I do, and going through the ups and downs with me. And you know, I think as a player you forget that your wife is living the strikeouts with you, and so you come home and I'm disappointed she's there to pump me up or to distract me, and now raising our son Jake, and just so fortunate from that. I got my in-laws, my wife's parents here. You know, obviously they've supported me since we've you know, my wife and I met in college and in the minor leagues, and you know, living in their guest house because we can't afford to you know, find a place to live because it's the minor leagues, it's not in the big leagues. And so, you know, so many other things. I could speak for hours about all my family members here, and so many other coaches I had in Little League and growing up and in the minor leagues and big leagues. And you know, honestly, you know, I forget who you talked about, but with JJ and Willie and Gonzo sitting there, I had my locker in between JJ and Willie Bloomquist when I got called up, and just those guys couldn't be better role models to me. What Willie started doing at Phoenix Children's Hospital, and JJ sitting between those two guys, they really taught me how to be a big leaguer both on and off the field. And I've had so many other teammates, I mentioned them because they're here, they set the example, the guys that helped me be able to perform on the field, and then off the field how to represent the Diamondbacks in my community. So thank you guys, and it means a lot. We got a lot of Diamondbacks employees here, and the foundation that has put so much time into it. You know, I don't have a list of all the people, but I know there's so many people that are here volunteering that built this field financially, who are going to be able to get to enjoy this. And so I thank all of you. Obviously APS has been here. We see them at the Diamondbacks games, and it's not just the money that their company puts in, but all the time. And I see their employees, and I see them volunteering, I hear them coming and cleaning up the field, and it's awesome because those are their kids are probably playing Little League here. It's, you know, Arizona, Goodyear, Phoenix residents, and we're all here in this together. So it's awesome to be able to be part of that and give that back. And obviously the Diamondbacks, the whole organization, but especially the foundation, taking the time and giving out $50 million, which is incredible, and seeing all that they do behind the scenes. And they've helped Amy and myself out with all the charitable things that we've been doing, and just so appreciative of their time. And I think a lot of that doesn't get noticed. You know, you just kind of see the end result here, all this stuff set up, the scoreboard, but there's so much work that goes in behind the scenes, and us as players, we see it. We're so thankful for that. Everyone that came out today, thank you. We know you guys are great fans of the Diamondbacks. And then just lastly, for the kids that came here, if you guys can just hear this for a sec, because I don't get a mic to get to say this too often with a crowd, but game of baseball to me is the greatest game on the planet. And not because I get to play it and be on TV and all that stuff, but the game of baseball, more than any other sport out there, is a great metaphor for life. It teaches you so many life lessons, and that's why I'm so glad that my parents introduced me to the game. My dad introduced me when I was so young. There's so much failure in the game of baseball, and it's just like life. Not how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up. Just the consistency of the long season, playing every day, the teamwork that it teaches you. And baseball is a humbling game. You go 3 for 3 one day, and you think you got the game figured out, you're never going to get out again, and then all of a sudden you can't get a hit for a week, and you think you're never going to, you know, ever get on base again. And then, you know, that's where your teammates are there to support you. There's so many life lessons in the game of baseball. I think that's what I'm most proud of, to be able to be here and, you know, be part of a field as